everyone, this is Rachel. Thanks for clicking on my video. And I came in today with a little bit of celebrity gossip. But before I get started, I just wanted to tell you guys that I was going to be reviewing Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And I actually recorded a review of Monday's show. But for some reason, YouTube will not allow me to upload this video. I have tried about 6-7 times to upload it. It's all done. I don't know why. Now, I don't know if it has anything to do with the changes that YouTube recently did. What I tried to do is change the name of it because a lot of times people are saying to change the name because maybe something in the name is preventing YouTube from allowing you to upload it. I don't know what it is, but I have a review. I'm going to keep trying to get it up. I don't know when YouTube will allow me to get that video uploaded, but as soon as I can, I will get that out there. But on to my celebrity gossip. So the first one up is going to be Keyshia Cole. Now, I read something a little while ago that Keyshia Cole was going to join the cast of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Now, I read that back in February, but then Keisha came out and said that she wasn't going to be joining that cast. But what I read is that when Keisha realized some of the comments that she was getting or the response from the public, she kind of got cold feet. Now, I guess after Keisha thought about it and she spoke to Remy, she said, okay, I'm going to do it. Now, they said on there with her is going to be her ex, Daniel Gibson, and it's going to kind of highlight them co-parenting their 7-year-old child and basically her career. Now, when I first heard this, I was like, I don't know, because Keyshia Cole has had several reality shows, and she had her show with her family and a couple others. And I thought that maybe this might not be a good look for her, only because when some of these celebrities, especially the ones that are still out there putting their music out and they're still kind of hot, when they get on these reality shows, you see a side of them that you didn't know, and it kind of changes your feeling about them. And I was wondering, if Keisha got on there with her ex, her child, and they, kind of dug into her relationship and all of that, that it might not bode well for her. And, you see this as something that they're trying to do to advance their career, but it also could hurt them. And I just didn't want this to happen to her. But then when I thought about it, if Keyshia Cole goes on the show and she doesn't get down in the dirt with some of the other cast members, because you know how Remy Ma and Papoose, they're on Love and Hip Hop too, but they don't really get down in the gutter, in the dirt with the other ones. Now, they are aware of everything that's going on and they have opinions, but they don't actually get into the mess. If Keisha goes on the show and she can remain, kind of removed from all the drama, then yes, it probably will, advance her career. So when I thought of it like that, I said, you know what, maybe this could help her. But I'd like to know what you guys think. Do you think that this is something that would be good for her, or do you think that she should leave it alone? Now, I've heard that it's a done deal and that she is already filming with them. So, I just hope that Keisha does it in a way that it doesn't damage her career, because a lot of the people that are already on there, they don't have anything to lose, and they're trying to, get as much camera time in whatever way that they can, even if it means it makes them look bad, on television. But for Keisha, she's still kind of out there putting out music and stuff, and you don't want her to step into something trying to advance her career and it actually damages her career. So let me just know what you think about this. Do you think she should do it, or do you think she should have left it alone? Or just tell me what you think down in the comments, because I would be curious to know. And it's nice that Remy Ma kind of talked her through, doing it and how to get in there and do it in such a way that she doesn't, you know, damage her career. Because I'm pretty sure Remy Ma told her, I'm on the show, but if you notice, I don't get down in the dirt. I've had my moments, but I try to stay removed and protect my relationship with my husband. So y'all just let me know what y'all think about it. And on to the next story. So the next story, y'all, involves Taraji P. Henson and Nia Long. Now, I'm going to stop right here and tell y'all that I have not been watching Empire. I got them all taped. I'm so far behind, it's not even funny. So let me just put that out here first. But I read a story that Nia Long is appearing on Empire. Now, the streets are talking, and they're saying that Nia Long is being a bit of a diva on the show, and Taraji P. Henson is not having it. Now, the streets are saying that Nia Long is kind of rude to the makeup artists, the people that do their hair, and just generally the production staff. And they said that when Taraji noticed all this, Taraji is not one for games when she's working. And I guess those two had a little few words. And basically, they said as they're filming, that the tension is so strong that these two don't even talk to each other, and it's hard to film their scenes that they have together. Now, on Nia's camp, they're saying that all of this is a lie, that none of this happened, and this is just more of the drama that comes out of that production staff of Empire. They don't know what folks are talking about, that Nia Long went in there and that she was professional and blah, blah, blah. Now, when asked if Empire would ever invite Nia Long back to be on the show, basically the comment that I read is hell no. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if maybe Taraji feels a little sense of, this is my show. You don't come on here and show your ass. And if you do, I'm going to check you. And then maybe, do you think Nia Long feels like, I've been around, I'm kind of a bit, to do, and I, deserve a certain level of respect, and maybe she did have a little diva-ish behavior. Now, honestly, I've never heard anything about Nia Long coming on the set and, behaving like this. Now, that's just me. If y'all heard anything, let me know. I've never heard of Taraji being, a diva in any way. And again, if y'all have, heard anything about Taraji, just let me know. But do you think that it's more of a case of maybe, like I said, Taraji feels that this is her baby, and maybe when Nia Long came on, she was getting a lot of attention, and maybe Taraji got jealous? Could that be, a scenario? And maybe these stories start to leak out because of that? I don't know, because like I said, I've never heard anything of Taraji, being on the set showing her ass. And Taraji has, acted with, some big time actors and actresses. And I think that by now, she's past that thing of feeling like someone is trying to steal her shine, you know. And then same with Nia Long. She's been in Hollywood for quite a while, and she's also worked with some big time actors and actresses. And I think she can come on a set and, do her work in a manner that, is respectful of that staff that was already there. So I don't know. But you know how they say that where there's smoke, that there's a little fire? So maybe, something did happen between those two. Maybe they had words and, the story got blown up out of proportion. Maybe that could be it. I don't know. But I believe that something probably did happen. Now, this thing of it being all on me alone, who knows? Because y'all, we'll never know the real story of what happened. But just let me know what y'all think. Do you think that maybe it was a matter of, like I said, this is Taraji's show, and if she saw some behavior that, Nia was doing, and maybe Taraji stepped to her and, had, said something to her, and maybe Nia came out of a bag, and then all of these rumors came out? Or do you think that Nia Long was on there showing her ass, acting like a diva? Just let me know what y'all think, because when I heard this, I was like, wow, Taraji P. Henson and Nia Long battling, a lot of times too, I think it's that, maybe Hollywood likes to put out these stories to get a little buzz going around, the show, to make people watch, to see if we can kind of detect any tension between the two, on the show. I don't know, because maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're putting these rumors out here to get us to watch. So that could be it. Just let me know what y'all think, because this story I was like, no, not these two going at it. If these rumors are true, I just can't even believe this. But let me know what y'all think. Okay, y'all, this last story involves Peter, Matt, and Todd. Now, these guys are all from Real Housewives of Atlanta. They are the husbands, ex-boyfriends, and ex-husbands of some of the ladies on the show. So here's the story that I heard. I heard that Matt had accused Peter and Todd of basically trying to school him, I guess, on how to pimp Kenya out some money. And the story that I heard said that basically they told Matt that they don't actually get a salary from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Basically, what they did is they kind of set up some type of arrangement with their women that they get a percentage of what the women get paid. And I guess like Cynthia worked that out with Peter, and maybe I guess Candy worked that out with Todd. And then they said that if they appear on the reunion show, they get $10,000. So I guess they were trying to school him on, this is what you need to do to, I guess, get Kenya to give him a percentage of, I guess, what she makes per episode, or the episodes that he was on. Now, I think that Todd and Peter did not dispute that, they told him that. Now, that's the story that I read. If I'm wrong, y'all let me know down in the comments, because this story is so confusing, child. I don't even know what's going on. So, we all know that Matt is not going to be on the reunion. And I think the reason why Matt is not going to be on the reunion is because he is a little cray-cray, and they are not sure of what he might do. He's a little unpredictable. He might hear some shit that he don't appreciate and get up and throw a chair and fuck somebody up. Pop Andy in the lips for asking him something crazy. So they don't know what Matt gonna do. So Matt is not gonna be on the reunion. So that X's him out of getting that $10,000. So I guess now he's mad. Is that what I'm understanding? He's mad because he got played and made to look like a fool during the season. Didn't get any of Kenya's money. I guess Kenya wasn't falling for it. And he didn't get any of it. Now, I also heard a story that said that when Todd and Peter told him this, how to, I guess, pimp Kenya out of a percentage of her money, he said that he didn't want to do it. So that's why I'm saying that this story is so confusing, because on the one hand, you read a story that said he went along with it, he was going to pimp her off the money, and then I read another story that said he wasn't down for it, but he did want to be part of the reunion where he got the $10,000. So that brings us to today. So today I read a story that Peter and Matt were on a radio show. They're down in South Carolina or North Carolina or wherever Peter is. I don't know how they ended up being on the radio show together, but what I heard is they got into a little argument. One thing led to another, and these two broke out in a fight. Now, apparently, it appears from what I'm reading that Matt might have whooped Peter's ass, because from what I'm reading, Peter is filing charges against Matt. So I don't think if Peter would have whooped Matt's ass, he would have been filing charges, against him. So it sounds like that Matt probably whooped him up. Now, Peter got hurt. He got that Jamaican thing, even though he looked like Uncle Ben. I believe Peter stood his ground about Matt being younger, because let's face it, Matt is in his late 20s, in the prime of his life, and Peter is, kind of up in age, and shit ain't as, limber as it was, and he got some creaky bones, so Matt probably twisted him up like a pretzel. But I will say that I probably think that Peter didn't back down. So, I guess Matt done caught another case. Y'all, let me tell you, I know Matt is sorry that he ended up on this show with Kenya. And you know what's funny? His sister tried to warn him. You remember when Matt took Kenya home, and little sister was basically not feeling Kenya. She wanted to know whether Kenya was in it for real, or was Matt some type of little plaything, or she just didn't trust Cynthia. And I don't think that the girl, I'm sorry, I said Cynthia, I meant to say Kenya. She just didn't trust her. I don't think Matt's sister had anything personal against Kenya. I actually think she was looking out for her brother, and who knows, she may have knew that her brother was a little cray-cray if he feels like, he's in the wrong or something. So maybe she was telling him, you crazy, you might not want to get involved with this girl because she appears to be a little crazy too. So I do remember the sister warning, trying to warn Matt about, you might not want to get involved with Kenya. Now, the reason why I say that, Matt probably is sorry that he went on there, because y'all, we are coming down to the end of the season, and it's been a long season, and everybody else is going to go to the reunion and all of that, and they're going to be able to state their case and kind of clear up some things about themselves that we watch during the season. But Matt, he doesn't get a chance to do that. He came away looking like a psychotic, immature young man. And he does not get a chance to say, well, the reason why you saw me act like this is because this, that, and the other were going on. The reason why I did this is because this, that, and the third was going on. Basically, we have an opinion of him, and it is what it is. Nothing that he can say now, because he's pretty much off the show. He's just on Twitter and Instagram, and, levying, allegations on there, which really don't carry no weight because it's not being said on the show. And the ladies, they're basically over him because he's not on the show. So he came away looking like a damn fool, y'all. And pretty much everybody thinks he's violent. He's crazy. He's a criminal. Basically, all the stuff that Kenya said about him, a lot of people believe it. And you do have those people, though, that said that maybe, with Kenya's personality, that it brought out the worst in him. You do have a few people that are on his side. Where I fall is in the middle. I think that Kenya has, you know, the ability to aggravate people, but I also think that Matt, by him being young and, at that age where he acts before he thinks, she was fucking with the wrong one, because this is a young man that is more emotional. Sometimes when you get a little bit older, you might get mad or angry in a situation, but you would think about the consequences before you pop off. I think Matt is at that age where if a motherfucker say something to him or do something to him that he don't feel is right, he act a damn fool, and then he pay the consequences later. Like going over there busting out her windows and, busting out her car windows and popping that guy in the lips in the limousine and all that. See, he acted before he thought about what the consequences were, and now he comes away looking like a fool. So I guess the same thing happened with him and Peter in that studio. When they were on that radio show, maybe Peter, like I said, I don't think Peter backed down. Maybe they got into, a little heated argument. One thing led to another. It doesn't say who hit who first, but thinking about old Matt, I think Matt might have popped Peter in the lips, and they went at it. And like I said, by Matt being a little bit younger, still in the prime of his life, he probably bent Peter up a little bit, y'all. So tell me what y'all think about it. If I got anything wrong in this story, y'all just correct me down in the comments, because isn't there so much stuff that's going on, like on Real Housewives of Atlanta this season, that it's hard to keep up with all the different stories. And like I told y'all, I have not watched it. I stopped watching maybe 4 or 5 episodes back. I have not watched them since then. I said that I was going to stop watching the episodes, but I would catch the reunion. So I'm not even up on everything that has happened. I'm catching people's reviews of the shows to even keep up with where they are in the storylines. I just can't watch it. I watch everybody's reviews here on YouTube of it, and that's how I even have an inkling of what's going on. So let me know down in the comment section what you think of Matt and, him not being on the reunion show, of him possibly whooping Peter's ass, and, the whole situation with Kenya. What side do you fall on? Do you think he's a raving lunatic, or do you think that Kenya provoked certain situations? Just let me know down in the comment section, because, I kind of feel sorry for old Matt. I don't know why, but I feel sorry for him, because he came away, y'all, looking like a fucking raving lunatic. And I can't help but to go back to his little sister telling him, Matt, Kenya might not be what you want. So let me know down in the comments. And with that, everyone, this is the end of the video. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye now.